It's a bright and comfy morning. It's coffee time today. It's time for its adorning to get it on its way. There's hummingbirds at the feeders, casting shadows on the ground. Celestial Nova living her life to the fullest, chasing the shadows around. We think she crazy and has lost it, not realizing she lives it freely. Celestial Nova earning her wings. The backyard isn't large, it's tiny as can be. The dogs and the birds make it something to be seen.
Good morning, my Bobby. Well, I know I did after it was pointed out to me what you were meaning. I listened to it, and I think Celestial and I are indeed kindred spirits. I really do. I never would have thunked it. Yep, y'all do think I'm crazy, and then y'all realize, nope, that heifer is just trying to live her life to its fullest. Which, this morning I'm going to start it with some coffee and hummingbirds, and then I've got some living to go do. So, yeah, I sound tired because I am. I seriously woke up, started getting everything in the kitchen going, and then came out here, started cleaning up the backyard because it's a few times a day I have to clean that backyard up. And I thought, you know what? I have an outro now. I will go ahead and do the hummingbird and coffee stream, because it's not really a talking stream. It's just that you're here and I'm here, and so we're talking. But yes, verify that you can hear me though, because I'm not sure that I turned on my microphone yet, and I'm not sure which camera I hooked it up to. But I can tell you that I feel like I need another camera, because where I have the cameras set up is absolutely nothing compared to, she's not so much as at attention currently, but she was sitting at full on attention. Okay, so here I'm going to do this. If I can find her, there she is. She is currently looking, staring and looking. That's my fan that you see, by the way. She is staring and looking for shadows. She wants shadows. She has already gotten to run after a couple of them. She got so far. It was like they were like, okay, we'll stay in the yard for you for a bit. I hate that the wires on these cameras are so controlling of where I can put the camera. I hate it. 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 Hello. I hate it. Just stand up straight now. There. Yes, thank you. Okay. Good morning, 1776. Good morning, Bobby, by the way. But yes, and I appreciate you letting me know that you hear the words in the song and it's me. I really do, Bobby. I appreciate that. Good morning, 1776. And he's like, geez, it's about time, Heidel. I swear y'all are just so fun. You're listening in as I get things done in the shade of the day. That's it. That's it exactly. Like just but isn't it like almost midday where you guys are? I don't know. I'm gonna kick my feet up and turn and watch the sky. I'm gonna turn and watch the sky. Hi, Squaw Bob. How are you? Well, it would be nice if the hummingbirds would come. I don't know if you know this, Squaw Bob. Here's the thing. And I do have all three cameras hooked up. I'll turn on the other camera. I want to explain things. No, stupid. Okay, let me remove that source. I thought I had the other camera turned on. I apparently didn't load the other camera yet, or I have to um, re-plug it back in. So here's the thing. Yep, I have all three cameras now. Here we go. So I'm turning on three cameras. So Squaw Bob, just so that you totally understand, because it is supposed to be a um, a, 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 a hummingbird and dog thing. Okay, while we just all kick back and enjoy and drink our morning coffee, because I'm in San Diego. So for me, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. But here's the thing. Celestial Nova, who happens to be a little bit brain damaged. She got run over by a car and left for dead. And first, mommy found her and nursed her back, and then offered to gift her. And luckily, I got her. The herd, we all went up and got her at one time. And anyway, we're discovering she's not so much deaf as she has brain damage and cannot. She's trying to learn what the words mean to connect them to what the sounds are that she hears, but she has worked so hard at ignoring what the sounds are. So as you just saw her, she just kind of like did a loop, and this is why she did a loop. Okay. The hummingbirds come up to the feeder. Celestial Nova chases the hummingbird's shadows. So sometimes you'll see the hummingbird, and then Celestial Nova will run out of the lower camera. Okay, with that's it's just a lower camera. You see more of the concrete there, and then you'll see her dart across the long shot of the backyard. Okay, so that's what we do. We totally enjoy it. We do totally enjoy watching her. Um, she's our special pup, and where Ditto's like, oh, it's too hot. He's already gone in the house, but he'll come outside if there's a gopher. We've had that gopher watch. I already watered the yard, so I'm hoping maybe the gopher will get Ditto's attention. I really shouldn't be hoping, but it was so cute just to see him stand there. So yes, it is. This is technically about the hummingbirds and the dogs and me drinking my coffee. Squaw Bob says, I'm going to try this. Bob Idol. Here's a hummingbird. And she came out of the house to see that shadow. 1776 says, hi, it is Squaw Bob, and says, yes, it's midday. And Bobby says, but Shinny, is there water in the pool? There's like 18 drops today because when I watered the yard, I turned the water on really high. So it got a little bit in the pool, but I know, wasn't that insane of her? There was no water in that pool. Oh, Lord, I got the wrong phone to see who that is. It does sound like it might be either the spotter or a private. I can't. It sounds like it's a private, but it looks like it had CAL FIRE stuff on it. So we might have a fire to the southeast of me. I'll have to go get the other. Oh man, you guys, did you see a big black bird in the background of the hummingbird feeders? I'm just saying. And then Squaw Bob says, "Good point, Bobby. What would the dog do with fish in a pool?" Well, Squaw Bob, you missed this. The special celestial nova apparently went swimming in the pool, which you can see the lip of on the full shot down below in the lower right hand corner. She got in there yesterday. It's just a little doggy pool. It's about a foot high and about 3 feet in diameter. And she just got in it and started swimming around. She, but I was stuck, and she buffered me because there was no water in the pool. I don't know. She was in there just having such a good time, but there was no water in the pool. So Bobby's giving me a hard time because I buffered and there was no water in the pool. So now he wants to know if there's water in the pool. Because I buffered serious time yesterday. Okay, should I go get my other phone first before I put my feet up? I'll be right back. I gotta go get my other phone. I bet y'all had no clue that I was coming back out, huh? I bet y'all had absolutely zero clue. Because Ditto coming through right after Celestial Nova is not a clue that Uman's walking outside. It's not an indication at all. Oh, another reason I wanted to start a stream is, though you can't tell it, we're supposed to get a rain shower this morning. Don't ask me when. Alexa, just because in the morning I ask what the forecast is going to be. It's not like I remember it from 1 minute to the next. But when I got up, I asked, and it said it was like 64 degrees already, and that it's going to get up to like 88 degrees. But it was partly cloudy, which, well, we don't have here. As you can see, those are white clouds, not rain clouds or storm clouds. But that we had like a 48% chance of a rain shower coming through. And I was like, oh, let's stream the backyard and let it rain. And so here I am. There you are. Bobby says, well, we need a friggin' rain shower. Yeah, we could think everybody could really do with a rain shower. Oh my gosh, I pulled all that. I got that pork. It's so good. I pulled it all apart, and now I'm going to put some of them in the vacuum bags. I'm gonna freeze some of it. I'm gonna make tortillas today, so I have some pork tacos, polo, not polo. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have some pork tacos and some pulled pork sandwiches, because I have to make, not only do I want to make the tortillas, but I have to remember we're streaming tonight. I also want to make some hamburger patties. And if I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Do I wish I could figure out a way to put all of this stuff on my laptop? Yeah. Do I have the memory? No. I'd have to figure out a way to do a whole new laptop. I mean, there would be a way for me to take the long shot here and put, I wonder if I could put camo on my old phone. I do have two phones. It's very possible my old phone could work while I'm in the kitchen, and then I could just feed it over to here. And then when I'm not doing anything, I could come back out and sit down and drink coffee. There is that. I'm always thinking about how I can do things. Show you guys proof of life. One of the birds in the oak tree just laughed. When did the Nash fire happen, Sin? God, it's 150 acres. Y'all have a fire starter in your midst. It started yesterday at 5 something. You'll have a fire starter in your midst. I'm just going to stick to it. That's just what I'm going to keep saying repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. I'm just going to keep saying that. No, it must not have been one of our guys going to a fire. Because we have no fires down to the southeast of, we don't have any fires to the south of me. We really have no fires to the east or to the northeast, but there was one to the northwest over by Camp Pendleton. But that's been going for 2 days. Hi, Birdie Bird. Oh, people can't see you, Birdie Bird. Stupid camera worked its way away from you. I feel like I need to zoom into the trees because these dogs are feeling the heat. So there must be more humidity in the air than what I know. I mean, I'll admit it feels like it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it is a lot hotter than what I expected it to be. Not going to lie about that. Oh, Le Plane, where'd you go? Or should I saw? There you are. Good morning, Sam. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. I've been on the phone since early this morning. Now I'm going for coffee. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Heifer. Go get your coffee, climb back into bed, and just kick it. It's really all we're doing. And she says, I'm looking. Oh, it says, yeah, it does. It did. Yeah. But, y'all have a fire starter in your area. I mean, you get one put out, and then a couple hours later, I don't even think it was a couple hours. Well, maybe it was a couple hours. I don't remember what time you let me know yesterday that the other one was out. But then, boom, another one pops up, not very far away. I mean, Bobby says, it's hot as balls over here, too. Balls? I'm just saying, balls? And then Sin says, I'm firing a warning shot. We're going to get it next week. Triple friggin' digits. Yeah. Did you look at my forecast for next week? I mean, I figure I'm going to be like 6 degrees lower than you, but which is huge comparatively speaking. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. And then you have to do all your doctor's visits on top of it. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it for you. Good. I do not want to get overheated. Assholes were shooting off fireworks all night. You know, it works in my country, it should work in yours. I'm sorry, did I say that? That was almost an Indian accent there, Bobby. Almost. I wasn't aiming for that, but you know, that's where it went. These people are idiots. I could just say they're idiots. They don't understand. But when you don't own property, you don't really care. Uh-huh. It was on its way to an Indian accent. It was on its way to an Indian accent. It was more like a Simpsons accent, but it was on its way to an Indian accent. Is that a bird or a plane? It's a bird. It hasn't flapped its wings, but it's a bird. It's just up there in some kind of an air pocket and is just loving Jonathan Livingston Seagull in his life. He's just loving it. Bobby's like, Liverpool? No, I heard a little bit of Indian in there. I didn't hear any British kind of sound. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. I wasn't involved. Lurking mode. I'm taking the phone out with me, listening only. Well, you know, the only reason I'm talking is because you and Bobby were writing. I'm like messing with my phone over here. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I have to find my earbud. There we go. I got it. I'm also going to be listening. See, I can't put on my music. There she goes. She was lurking herself and looking to take advantage of that shadow. And there were 2 shadows, so she was double aware. And she's like, where did it go, Mom? Where did it go? She so wants to know where that shadow went. The camera is trying to autofocus on her as she walks around. That's why it's moving so weird, which I really wasn't counting on that it would do that. And I'm hoping it doesn't work its way out. It's not really attached to anything. It's just kind of sitting on a PVC pipe that's on a chair because I thought, what the heck, I'd try it. And you get more of her down there. So it was a good idea. It was a good test before I got started. It was a good test. There she goes. Benny, you purposely agitate people with your face. Remember what I said about Satan will give you 98% facts for 2% lies, and it makes his whole statement a lie. That's what you're doing with your streams, Benny. And I really hate it because I have a friend who's locked up for threatening you. And I know that that's not what he did, but I understand. But I understand. So Benny, can you stop lying? Sorry, guys. I just turned on Benny Johnson, and he's pissing me off. Mm. 1776 is done with the doggy queen chore. It's like a never ending front porch sitting with coffee in hand. And that's how we're supposed to do it as a herd all together. Kicking back, just watching the views, drinking coffee together. And then she says hi in and says, get more of her down there. I know, but you get what I'm saying. And Queen's in the house and says, hey, fuckers, I'm out running errands. Well, honey, it shouldn't be an exciting listening to stream because we really are just kicking back like old folks on the front porch, drinking coffee and just commenting and saying, yep, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, one of those. 1776 says hi to Queen, and Queen says, then turn him off. No, I do listen. I do. And if ever I get asked if I know both parties, I get to say yes, and then I get to give my 2 cents on both. You know, 1776 says agreed, Queen. Okay, I know you said Betty, but I think you meant Benny. The Benny Johnson show on the COVID vaccine is awesome. She did. She meant Benny. And then Queen says, "Hi, heifer," and that was, "Hey, honey, hey, cuz." I think that was to me. And hey, heifer, do me a favor and stay careful today. It's hot in your neck of the woods again. It's always hot. How do you deal with that? That's why you have your AC set where you do. I'm just saying. We have different weather than you do. So you wouldn't have it set the same way here. 1776 says, lol, sin on the Betty. Well, Benny has become a bit of a Betty. Like, exactly. That was very good. That's true. Here I'm thinking it was just a typo, but you were just showing the pussy part of them. There you go. She's just ignoring me. Classic Queen being a wuss. I don't know because she's out and about, Bobby, that she was that she was aware that you were still here. So, you know, she is moving around. I'll bet you anything that now that we let her know that you are here and you are listening and you are alert, okay, that she can have a lovely, cuddly remark for you. I'm just saying. 1776 says, so it fits? It sure does. 1776 says, Bobby! And Sin says, TGIF Queen. She's not working today. Yesterday was kind of her Friday, like I decided to make it mine. Though I haven't looked to see what came in overnight because a lot of my clients are not going to count today as one of my holidays, though they're at home and taking a holiday for themselves. So we'll see what I have to do. But I'm still not. 1776 is true, Shani. Better to know both sides of it. Yeah. I was heartbroken to hear about my buddy. He's such a sweetheart. He is such a sweetheart. I'm afraid he's not going to make it long. He's showing his age, and I'm not sure this lockup is going to be good for him. But it seems like he's already having some mental effects due to the lock thing, but he's trying to hold on to reality. He's trying to hold on to outside life to help him hold on to a reality. I really need to listen. Bobby's like, that's my point. She's aware. She's ignoring me because she's a ding dang wuss. I don't know that she's ignoring you. I don't know that she was aware. I think that when she got in the car, she went, holy shit, that heifer's still alive. And turned it on, and that she took a moment to make a comment. So, yeah, she's a wuss for you, Bobby. She's a wuss. There you go. I'm going inside and getting a second cup of coffee. See, I'm not talking so much, so it shouldn't take me 2 hours to drink my coffee. Meaning per cup. And yes, Betty whined about George threatening his life and then said he was found guilty and that he was going to rot in federal prison. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Oh, fucking asshole. forgot to get the cinnamon out, dang it. I was going to get the cinnamon for the flies. She's so cute. Look at this. Yeah, I went into the backyard to smell party, so I sprayed. What water did you get to? Oh, the grass. That's what I saw you over there. Yep. Feet kicked up. 1776 says Bobby. And Bobby says, nope, no excuses for Queen. She knows what she's doing. And Sin says, wow, there was a stampede of bison in Yellowstone. I just posted in Discord. That is once in a lifetime event. For it to be caught, I would think that they probably stampede more, but I wonder why they stampeded. I'm going to watch that video later, I promise. 1776. 1776 says, Lawson. I don't see it in Shinny's server. And says, check yours. Wait, 1776 doesn't have a server, honey. She has a DM. She doesn't have a server. This isn't like YouTube, where if you have a Gmail account that you automatically get like a YouTube uh, channel. It's not the same just because you chat, and it does mean you have a channel, but Discord doesn't work that way. But you may have DM'd it to us. She may have emailed it to us. She emailed it to us, honey. It's not on the server. It's emailed to us. She didn't post it in one of the rooms. She just emailed it to us. I'm going to keep calling it direct messaging emails, because she emailed it to us. That's what she did. It just came through on DM, though. Never mind. There you go. See? She emailed it to us. That's the best way to say it. She Discord emailed it, which is a Discord mail. Oh, that's what we need to call it. Just Discord mail. Check your Discord mail. I like that. Oh, I'm having a day already. I'm playing. I'm in a mood. I'm making up my own world over here. Okay. I know there's already a world and everything's already in place for it. But you know what? I want to find out what works for me. And when I see DM from now on, I'm going to call it Discord mail. Not Gmail, not email, Discord mail. There you go. 1776 says, yep, no server for me, just an account in several servers. But I got what you mean. No, you don't have several accounts. You have your one, you have your ticket to enter Discord, and then you are allowed to walk into several other people's servers on that ticket. But you don't have your own server. There you go. But we got what you mean. And Sin says, well, I got my dictionary wrong. No, but you gave me something to have fun with. So it's we're just going to call, again, it's Discord mail. I like it. We've got it. These are old videos. Didn't know it. Oh, really? That happened a long time ago. I I didn't look. I didn't click on yet to look. Oh, yeah, it was 7 years ago. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. I might have already seen that. How beautiful is that, though? Okay, I'm watching it now. Why? Because I can. Look at him just come right on down the road, right around the cars. Are you going to run into a car? Don't run into a car, honey. Thank you. Oh no, you're going to run into the car. Yeah, you went wrong. That's right. You went wrong. Ooh, he was pissed at her. Oh, that was beautiful and oh, so dark. I thought it was all black. They talk when they're passing the camera. This guy got his arm sticking out of the car or what? Oh, look at that. He got long tongue disease. The baby. Another baby. He says, "What's that, Mama? There's nope, there's a smell I don't understand. You know what, dude? You got your arm sticking out of the window, and these guys are smelling it, and the babies are scared of it. So there's been three different times where they got scared, and they didn't get scared of the other cars. The babies didn't like your smell. Oh, that was so. Thank you, Sin, for sharing that. No, I was gonna wait until I was done listening to Benny, but then it was like, nope, I had to. That was so beautiful. Thank you. Okay, I have a message in the server? Why do I have a message in the server? Oh, because I went live. Stupid, that's why. Okay, can I turn my monitor since I'm all kicked back in this position? Talk about George, you fuckhead. I do want to hear what you said about George. Let's get my coffee. Sin says, these are old videos. And then 1776 says, no worries, Sin. I'm kind of just playing with you. Me too. But we all have fun with that one, don't we, Sin? Isn't it fun? I mean, look, I enjoy being an idiot. I'm an ID10 T person. I'm an ID10 T. I got ID10 T disease. I love it. Um, just have fun with it. He says, y'all driving me crazy with these descriptions. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. He's not rotting in federal prison. He's downgrading, but he's not rotting in federal prison. I'm just saying. Sin says, I'm going to start calling it D-mail. Isn't it great? I love it. It's D-mail. Look, we will go down this road together. It's D-mail. Yep. I D-mailed it to you. So we know which where to look at. We know it's in Discord if it's a D-mail, right? If it's an email, we know that it's probably in Yahoo or Google. Or I guess I don't know. Email just means it's in our email processor. I love it. D-mail. It's a Discord mail. Yep. It's D-mail. I'm gonna D-mail it to you. Just here, hold my shorts. I'm gonna D-mail you something. Hang on. Yes, we're gonna drive Bobby absolutely shit-faced nuts. 1776 says, I said an account, just one. Yes, now that's in several servers. Exactly. You have been given a pass to access several different servers. Exactly. I don't know what the temperature is here right now, but I'm telling you, it's friggin' hot. I want to let. Okay. Um, in 1776, laughed, loved the D-mail. I love it. I think it's great. 1776 says, "You're welcome, Bobby." And since does one in particular that is you know he's in charge. He's a big boy. Does does one in particular that is you? No, he's in charge. He's a big boy. I'm. You could see that there's a couple of big boys that you could see was definitely one big boy put a heifer in her place. But again, it was in front of the car, and that car they didn't. There was something they didn't like about that vehicle. Something. Since Bobby says no kidding, and then says Sin, she's gonna read that. Uh huh. And and Sin says there's one from 3 years ago where people are actually opening their car doors because they're an idiot and standing outside their car because they have a death wish while they're going by. Idiot, one and all. Exactly. Bobby said he's a big boy. Well, it was a big. It was a biggin. It was a biggin. And then there was one who had long tongue disease. I'm just saying. He was like, "Can we stop running already?" He was tired. 1776 says phrases. Oh, the phrases. And then says, "Thanks for sharing, Sin." I know, right? I'm going to have to reset my speech to text. Is it becoming a problem? And then 1776 says, "Nah, Sin, it's fun." And Bobby says, "Dick mail." No, it's D mail. Well, yeah, no, Dicks don't, the mail would be spelled differently because I know lately there are female dicks. I'm just saying. So spell it, dick mail, spell it differently. Spell the mail differently. Bobby, I thought the same thing, but you said, and Bobby says, "Hold my shorts, D mail." Oh, Lord. And Sin says, "I love the fact that we can come here as a group and poke fun at each other." Exactly. You notice how I didn't jump on you for the whole idiot thing because it's fun. I love being an ID10T. It's fun to be with people that you feel safe with, and to be a complete ID10T. It's fun. Oh, I changed his name is what I did. Yeah, this is the one that I want. Um, he hasn't been sentenced. See, Betty, you're a Betty. He hasn't been sentenced. He's a big boy. George said, "Yes, I did send that letter. I did type it up. I did write everything that's in it. It was me. I'm an idiot for all that. Thank you very much." The maximum penalty is 5 years, of which he's already served 2.5. He gonna get out as soon as sentencing happens. That's what we're hoping for. Oh, maybe he's only been in. How long has he been gone? I forgot. I thought it was 24. I'm not paying attention. I'm not his lawyer. I don't have to know this shit. (1776) is and she just can't. I don't know what was going on. Snipe is in the house. Hello, Sir Snipe. Hi, everyone. Eating a little lunch before I mow. I could let you hear that. Well, that would be pulling a shinny for sure. Ask Queen. I'm sure she's told you because I've done that before. I've been I've been on a live and you know and just decided to come outside and start mowing and just I forgot I was in the live apparently and I didn't mute. Bobby says Snipe. She's talking about dick mail. And then and it just keeps getting worse. Well, MLE, since that's the term I'm going to use for the one-to-one discords that we have. And 1776 says, I mean, what? Never mind. And then 1776 says, hiya, Snips. Who you be mowing? Law. And it's 78 degrees. Where you are right now or where I am? Because I'm telling you, it suddenly got hot. It was not that hot. And then boom. And Snipes' V-mail is put in the slot. Mm-hmm. And Bobby says Shinny's got big dick mail. I don't have big dick mail. I don't have no. I might have big dick MALE mail, but that's different than what you wrote in there. I don't have big dick mail. I can get a big dick mail. I can. It just would take one phone call and scheduling. I'm just saying. Bobby says, "Oh, Shinny, you meant she-mail. That's out of style now. I wish. I so wish. We're trying to get it out of style." 1776 says, "Snipe and D-mail is just put it in the slot. Snipe and D-mail." Oh my God. Seriously? Some woman shot an Army vet over a Walmart parking spot. I'm sorry. This shit's got to come to an end. This shit's got to come to an end. We have victimized people. We have the media mainstream has turned everybody into a victim so that now you cannot say, I don't agree with you anymore without getting shot. I like living out rural, and because these Democrat cities are just, the people are losing their shit, dude. They're losing their shit. They're putting it. They're shitting on the sidewalks and then losing it. They're losing their shit. I'm just saying. Sin says Shinny tongue tripping over the big boy statement. He spelled male wrong. 1776 is like, right, Sid? And Bobby says, I hate mowing. I always end up with hair in my teeth. Oh, Bobby. Give her a razor the next time. I wouldn't agree with it, but go ahead. 1776 is laughing. Bobby, then stop mowing. And Snipe says, Bobby, let the sheep alone. To which Bobby says, but it's so much fun. And then 1776 is, well, maybe for you, Bobby. I swear, we have this thing. We have this thing. It's a butterfly. It's another butterfly. Are you butterflies going to get together and have baby butterflies? Woody Woodpecker just left the oak tree. Oh, Celestial Velva just cuddled up behind the generator. So she's done chasing shadows. So I'm going to turn off this one because she ain't chasing that one anymore. And I'm going to try and zoom in. I just want to see if I can zoom in. There's a little bit of a zoom on the trees. We got the oak tree. I might be able to just move. I need to take my dried flowers out of the dried flower mixture and see how it worked out. There we go. There. Now then y'all can, I cut too much of the sky out, didn't I? Is that good? Do you like that much of the sky? 1776 says, it's a thing for sure. Snipe says, I used the weed whacker earlier. The edges were a little unruly. Now the rest is manageable. Bobby says, sometimes teeth are just better. And sometimes hair is just dental floss. 1776 says, too hot here tomorrow too for my parents' health stuff. So no cookout tomorrow. Again, that's why I got ready to do the pulled pork for tomorrow. And all I have to do is take it out and bake it. Just reheat it, bake it for a little bit to get it warm and crispy. And yummy, yum, 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 yum. Sin says, I still haven't gotten up off my butt to get coffee. I guess I better get going. Well, yeah, my second cup is almost gone. To which Snack says, do it. You can do it. 1776 says, how many times you got to be told you're supposed to use your edger for that, Snipe? I have to go get my meds, and I have to get dog food. Um, what time does CVS, what pharmacy? Yeah, I better. I'm gonna be good there. I have to go get my meds, and I have to get the dog's dog food. 1776 says, "Get her done, son." And then she made herself laugh. She chuckled after she said it. She made herself giggle. And then Snipe says, "I prefer whacking. The edger makes a lot of noise." Your weed whacker doesn't make a lot of noise. My weed whacker can be a weed whacker, or it can be a lawnmower. Either way, because I have wheels for it and everything. Yes, I do. Fly, go away. Shoo fly, don't bother me. I'm gonna shoot for a third cup of coffee today. I should, if I'm gonna. Ooh, beautiful bird. I'm gonna sneeze. 1776 says, "Hey, Snipe, they usually like whacking better." And Bobby says, "Geez, you need wheels?" Well, they come with wheels. I may not want to hold it up there that whole time. I'll take wheels. Look, if I can have fun and make it easy, I'm going to have fun and make it easy. And when I put it on the wheels, I mow my yard in one direction, then the other, and then kitty, catty corner. So I mow it at least 3 times when I'm on the wheels. But that's when everything was flat and smooth and not bumpy. Now it's like trying to drive an off-road RC car out there. It's how I vacuum also, by the way. Bobby says, "Whatever help you can get, I suppose." And then 1776 says, "No training wheels needed. It just makes it easier, I suppose." It does totally makes it easier. Bobby says, "Do you do that on all fours?" No. No, I'm innocent. Oh, excuse me. 1776 is laughing at Bobby. Bobby, laugh, 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 laugh. No. See, Snipe. I need Snipe's laugh in here to laugh like 1776 does. Oh, I have this dish on my house, this satellite dish, and it's totally inactive. I just haven't taken it down because I won't pay for satellite shit. Because then I have to be wired and go under the house, do all that shit. 1776 says, well, I was saying anything wrong. Were you? Wait. Bobby said, I think you might have killed Snipe. No, he went outside to whack. And 1776 said, well, I was saying anything wrong. I think you meant wasn't. Or were you working at saying any and everything wrong? I don't know. I read it as said, I think. I was looking at something on my phone and then I put the phone down and forgot to look. Because I'm an idiot. Do I look like I want Bixby to work on this phone? I tried to delete Bixby 18 fucking billion times. If I wanted Bixby, I would have gone over and got me out. No, y'all keep putting Bixby on my shit. You know what? I don't want Bixby. Fuck off. Oh shit, y'all. 1776 says no. Snipe doesn't need to try to impersonate my laugh. No, he's just good at it. And Snipe is laughing and says, "There, I just laugh like idle." And Bobby says, "No, I don't think you noticed what you're saying, Shinny." I probably did. And Bobby says, "It was full of phrasing for a few minutes there. Was it really? Leave it to me." And then, Heidel says, "Wasn't. Damn it, wasn't." So I was right. He wasn't saying anything wrong. And Snipe says, "I'm still breathing." Well, I do know. No, I don't know what part you're talking about, Bobby. I'm going to think about it, but I don't know what I said, where I said it, why I said it, but I said it. That's the thing. I will own up to what I said. As long as it's not out of whack mobile and placed on to other places, I will totally say it. I hate that I have the weather app on my other phone and I can't remember what it is. There you go. On the sneeze, my nose, my nose. Oh, for fuck's sake. Census, if you've canceled your satellite services, they do not require that you return the dish. They rather you leave it there for future owners. Well, it's been there for since before I moved. It's been there since before I moved in. I'm not lying. I took one down, but yeah, it's because they know damn well that they did damage to your roof when they put it up there, and that it, there may be leaking. So they know that. 1776 says breathing or heavy breathing, Snipe. Snipe says, wouldn't you like to know how to? 1776 says, nice try, Snipe. No cigar, though. And Bobby says, think back to when Snipe was talking about whacking and edging. I don't know, but I do know that I mentioned that hair could be dental floss. Oh, okay, now I'm going to start sounding like Cuz. I'm well aware. Pud says, hello, Puds. Pud says, heavy breathing, Snipe. Lifting that bidet into place is hard work, huh? And Snipe says, leakage is never good. Well, not with the bidet. And then 1776 says, Snipe, you answered the question, and laughs. And then 1776 says, never good, Snipe. Puddletown says, edging. And Snipe says, hey, you Puds. And 1776 says, hey, you Puds. And Bobby says, yes. And oh, now I got hair tickling my face. Um, Bud says, hiya, Snipe, hiya, Heidel, and then says, I miss all the good stuff. We're just enjoying the morning, and my nose is starting to run. Oh, wait, I do have tissue in my pocket. It's not in my bra, it's in my pocket. I didn't think I had any because first place I look is in my bra, just like any other woman. Oh. Snipe says, hair tickling your face, Bobby. Yes, the fan. You know how you have the baby hair around your face that's broken and it gets to just the perfect length, and then the fan pushes it all around my face and starts tickling my nose. But says, are you streaming both Friday and Saturday, even though it's a holiday? I'm off 4 days with pay. Yay! Congrats, Buds! Congrats! Yes, I do believe that last weekend that we decided that we were going to be streaming the whole weekend. So you get coffee and hummingbirds. You get hummingbirds and coffee as an additive during the day. Um, and I'm gonna go get some more coffee, guys. But you get that um, as an additive. But yes, I believe we decided that we were going to stream, even though it's a holiday. Yeah, the holiday streaming is no big deal. I'm not taking the dogs because I don't think Celestial would be afraid of the bang bang sounds. I just don't. So I don't think I have to go and take her. And I remembered having this conversation. I don't think I have to go take her and sit underneath the fireworks to teach her to come to Uman because I'm already teaching her like when 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 somebody comes to the door, I want them to come to me and tell me there's a human at the door, woman. Get over here. So it's a thing. I am going to go in the house and get coffee. Why does it open in dark mode? I can't fucking see shit in dark mode. People were taught that dark mode works for them. You know what? No. I'm sure there's a setting that I can change that to. I know I looked away for a moment. Um, Bud says, no snipe, not pubes. And then says, what trouble are you getting into, Heidel? And Bobby says, she's eating pubes, Snipe. And then Bobby says, it's a thing. Bud says, whose thing? And Snipe says, I better really get to getting ready for company. Yeah, you should. I'll check in later. Yeah, well, we may not be here later because this is just seriously before I have to go do my chores because I have to go do chores. And Bobby says, but I love dark mode. Look, I can't see in dark mode. Wait until you get older and you'll be trying to figure out why people are talking shit that you're missing shit. And it's because you're in dark mode. And I don't know how to move this one off dark mode. I don't see a setting option. Map settings. Maybe that's it. Because I don't like that. Oh, give me light. Just give me daylight. Yeah, I'll take daylight. I'll take daylight setting. There you go. There. Oh, I can so see, but I want satellite now. I like to have satellite settings. But satellite is in dark mode. No, it's not. I got satellite and I can see. I can see. There's no rain over my house. Alexa lies. I just want you to know that Alexa lies. If you don't know that, but Alexa, she lies to me. He lies to me. No, it was the she that she lies to me a lot about the weather. Pud says, company again? Don't ghost us tonight, Snipe. Well, he gets family. He's already said they're going to be having family. And Snipe says, I should be there tonight unless something unexpected happens. But he knows he gets family. And, he's got family that travels and comes up to the house. And then they do family stuff. So look, real family, real 3D. We're not asking anybody to be separate from that. Pud says, bring mama and brother. Well, I gave him, look, you missed it yesterday, Puds. I taught him all about this, the setup I'm using right now, the Restream, and let him know that he can do this so that he can activate mama's mic and camera and stuff. So we're working on it. We're working on it. Bobby says, boomers in their friggin' light mode. You just wait, honey. It's going to happen to you. It's much like falling. It will happen. And Pud says, we will be nice. We promise. Since I have access to developer options in my phone, I was able to toggle over and convert everything to dark mode. Not doing it. Nope, nope, no. And Bobby says, the fine family stuff. And then 1776 says, damn it, internet. And by the way, I can change everything to dark mode, but I've changed it all back because I had it on dark mode for, especially on this phone, probably for 10 years. And then I left the 1.25 vision and went to the 2.0. And I get everything back. And you have to one and change it. Facts. We just want to deal with facts. Puddletown says, keeping it in the family. And Bobby says, nah, it won't happen to me because the outside is lame. And then 1776 says, Puds, I'm not getting into trouble. And Pud says, "What happens at family reunion stays at family reunion." Oh, we can't cross that. I'm sorry. That's a thing with me. That 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 there are certain things that are too factual for me, and I don't try and correct too much of what people are trying to say. But when it, yeah, no, that brought back a memory or 10 that I didn't need. Puddletown says, "That's good, Heidel." And Bobby says, "Heidel is in the garage, so that's a lie." And T3 is in the house and says, "Good afternoon. Everyone has a happy and safe 4th of July weekend. Happy 250th birthday, my fellow Americans." Back at you, girl. I'm hoping everything is really, really well. We're going to be streaming tonight. I do think you're still in my Discord, but if you're not still in my Discord, um, let me know. And that way, then you will always have a link to join. The link is easier now, and you can come and hang and talk and play games and still do all that stuff if you want. I know I'm not people's favorite. I'm one of those people that they don't like, and that's cool with me. So, but we're going to be streaming tonight and tomorrow night, and during the day we get up and have coffee now. I'm because I can go in the house and start working, and it's no big deal. It's just a thing for us to hang out. So, hi T3, good to see you. Come visit more often. Pud says, "I imagine Snipe's family playing Twister until someone breaks a hip. I think that would happen faster than what you're thinking it would do. I just think it would happen faster than you think it would work. You know, I'm just saying. Pud says, "I'm sorry, Shani. I didn't know. I know. I just really have to. Okay, it was my grandfather and my uncle. Okay, but I don't overly mention the whole uncle thing. Um, but yeah, and I can remember back to the time I was 2. So family reunions were added at times for him, not just going over to his house on the regular, on constant, but were just added times for him to find places. So you know, I'm just saying, there's that. That's why just certain things like family, the word family reunion, you know, family get together probably doesn't do the same thing. I don't know. The whole word reunion is what did that. I don't know. So there's that. Don't worry about it. I mean, it just pulled up and it's like, oh, let's not go there. So don't worry, honey. And 1776 says, "I have to use dark mode on phone and some apps. Unfortunately, my eyes are too sensitive. My eyes used to be, well, they probably are because I'm sitting here trying to squint out the sun and I'm in the shade. Um, but I gotta be able to see what's on the screen, and if they make that dark, uh, and then there's lines and writings in it that are also dark, I can't see the difference. It'd be different if they made the background dark and the letters white. Then I could maybe see them, but when they're dark on dark, I can't see them. 1776 says, "Hi, T3 Lovey," and she got lovey face. Um, she says, "Lol, tonight is wrestling date night with Win." Oh, and give him a hug for all of us. From all of us, we miss you both. We really do. But now that we if Win was to come back on Friday night, I'd be doubly screwed because we do every Friday night bright and early now, because Queen, it's she's got a long day and it's horrible. So we have to start, a little earlier for her. So we start at 9:30 your guys' time, your time. Um, and I know that Winning would be doing it. And I used to be okay with pausing the stream and wait for Winning to finish. And now we can't. We have us. We have us. So I know that we would have most of the team wanting to watch Winning. but we still miss you guys because I can't watch the replays. Replays are great too. T3 says, "Hello, you beautiful Heidi." Okay, so here's the thing. Tell me why Restream has API asterisk asterisk asterisk. What is wrong with the word Heidi? Just want to know. And 1776 throws a kiss at the beautiful mouthy mama T3. Puddle says, my uncle used to toss me in the air, which is probably why I'm afraid of heights. Okay, so the original was 6'6.5" tall, and I used to make him toss the baby. I didn't make him. I encouraged him to toss the baby up in the air, and she was never afraid of heights. Never afraid of heights. Till we went to the Royal Gorge, and well, she got a rough lesson in holy crap. That's okay heights. And so all of a sudden she was more wise about heights, but she's still not afraid of heights. I also used to have him TikTok her, and that was when she was a baby. Grab her by the ankle, upside down, and tick tock, swing her back and forth, She had her own e-ticket ride, and as she grew, it was so great to watch that he had to he would have to he got to a point where he had to raise his arms to TikTok her because her head was hitting the ground, and it's okay, you can't TikTok her anymore. But it was one of those loving, touching moments. Why the hell did I just think about? Because Puds triggered another memory. um, because seriously, the TikTok was the most adored. She giggled so much in TikTok mode. She loved it, being upside down and high off the ground from the time she was a baby. I mean, a baby. And she loved it and she would giggle. Pud says, but that's another story. T3 says, we don't really stream anymore, so no worries. I know you don't really stream anymore. I'm aware of that. I'm saying I miss y'all. 1776 says, it's the I and L that happens with visions sometimes, Lamau. Well, the I and the L is hurting. Okay. Today my eyes are hurting. I gotta go inside and get more coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, no. First, I'm going to read Puds because it's a lot. I overcame that fear taking my first plane ride 5 hours over the ocean to Hawaii. Yeah, not sure I could do that. My daddy never taught me to swim, so that was an interesting flight. My finger, look, if you went down over the Pacific on your way to Hawaii, it doesn't matter how much you can swim. I understand that. I used to swim in waters for against current for 10 hours a day, and stayed in shape that way. And it doesn't matter because if you're out in the ocean, it's a different kind. Plus, there's predators. My finger grooves are still in the arm, are still are still in the armrest. He squeezed that puppy. Dramamine is my friend. Sin says, I'm here too, making coffee. I'm gonna go get a third cup. You better hurry up and start drinking it, heifer. And Pud says, and in-flight alcohol. You mix that shit, huh? I'm gonna go get more coffee. T3, go get your coffee. Okay. I know it's mid-afternoon, but coffee. You can have tea if you'd like. Coffee, tea. Hummingbirds are not coming, but we have other birds in the trees that if you watch very closely, you might see them. Sorry, folks. I got my coffee and now I'm heating up some pizza. I'll be back. I will. Yes, it's good. Yes, it's gonna be Hummingbirds coffee and pizza. Because why not? I'm hungry for pizza. That was a good jalapeno. Mm-hmm. 1776 says, well, now that I'm inside at my laptop, I can drop links. And then Pud says, an ex-girlfriend was a travel agent, so I got to go to Hawaii twice for free. Stayed in really nice hotels and did all the touristy stuff. She had to go see properties. Think there's perks. Bud says, that was also when I found out she had an online lover in Hawaii and was fooking him while I was enjoying the beach. I went home and tossed all her stuff on the curb. She was crazy anyway. And poof, she was gone. And 1776 says, don't forget about Queen's Discord. Go ahead, get in there as the gavel drops for all your true crime obsessions. You'll have chat, up-to-date case details, court documents, exhibits, and even from time to time a watch party, which hopefully Shinny will not have her lawnmower running for. Just saying. And then says, go check out Bobby's channel. He's got one and he's going to be streaming games. That's what he's going to be doing on it. Yeah. And then go over to Snipes. He streams, he just does his mussins while he's doing artwork. And it's really nice. So you'll feel close. You'll get to know him. And at the same time, you'll get to see some beautiful artwork. So, wow, speaking of triggered memories, she got the cops called one time for being so loud and crazy. Here I am explaining to them and trying not to get tased. See, memories get triggered, huh? Pud says, I am so happy I survived her, I'm telling you. Sin says, I'm putting my French press back in service. What you gonna make, honey? What you gonna make? Huh? The coffee. The coffee. You're bringing your French press. I'm sorry, I had to think of it. I knew what a French press was. Memory is not there. Oh, look. Ditto is out. Not like y'all know that, but Ditto is out. Should I zoom back out so that y'all can see Ditto is sitting regally over in the yard? He's in the right corner. What? Not anymore. He's not. Where's he going? He's like, bullshit, this is hot. Where are you going to go? You going to look for a gopher? Is he going to look for a gopher? He might be going to look for a gopher. Nope. He might be going to look for a place to go potty squat. Him's such a good potty squatter. Yes, Him's is. Him says, I got up to go potty squat, Ooman. And you got me. Anyway, Pud says, I've done stuff. It's a thing. Exactly. And then says, I don't know why I'm telling you this shit. Well, because we all share in here and we just ain't right. Pud says, at least I saw all the Hawaiian Islands for free. Exactly. See, it works that way. Crazy seems to like me. Maybe I'm too forgiving. See? And that's why I'm overly protective. I'm just saying. I've been bit enough that now I look to see where their crazy is. And then I look to see if I can tolerate it. I'm just saying. 1776 says there's T3 talking truth and talking trash and truths. We all love T3. She doesn't stream like she used to, but she's still got one, so go over there. Oh, and then we have the guest register for the dogs. That's also there's the guest register and there's the wish list. Because I don't know. And then there's the buy me a coffee, just in case you want to. And then Puddletown says, Ditto always potty squats on stream. The stream went to shit fast. No. Potty squatting is only pissing. Poop-de-dooping is something else. And we try not to get him to do that. Why do I have both of the dogs, one on each side of me? I am only eating my pizza. I didn't hear anything. Why did your ears go up, Celestial? In 1776 says Lamau. Okay, so I am eating a jalapeno and bacon pizza. Just so that you knew that. Yum. Poop-de-doop. Yeah. And you know what? With the difference in words, you too can teach yours to potty squat or poop-de-doop on demand. It started with Mac, went to Moon, and fell over onto Ditto. Ditto just has a little fear that I'm going to leave him. So at a certain point, he's like, I'm not going to go potty squat on demand anymore. You're telling me to go potty squat means you're going to leave. Yeah, but if you notice, if I'm telling you to potty squat, I plan on taking you with me, you moron. He doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. You're laying on my foot. Don't you know it's too hot for that today? She's stretching all the way under the table. You know what I just realized? I don't have my logo here on stream. I need to put my logo on stream. Yep, I'm gonna have to add my own. But here, Bobby, I'll send you some rain. Yes, I'm clicking shit. Ain't that boring? It's the charger colors too. That's nobody's birthday. Breaking news, it's hot out here. I think I like the rain better. "1776 is making avocado toast and cheese sandwich." It's just that time of the day to start eating. T3 says, "Thanks, Heidel." Well, she actually said, "Thanks, Hides," but because I normally change it to 1776, I wanted to get it right, and then I still got it wrong. So T3 says, "Thanks, Hides." Bud says the hot dog eating contest is this week, and the champion has a record of like 73 hot dogs and buns. I can't imagine the poo poop to do after that, right? He might need to go to the emergency room after. Well, think about it. If after he does that, a half an hour later, if he goes in and sticks his finger down his throat, it's emptied again, right? So not very many of them got into the intestine. I'm just thinking. 1776 tells T3 that you are most welcome. (1776) is hides lol. It's kind of fitting since I'm usually hiding everywhere and nowhere is sometimes. Bud says they're also hyping the 250-year birthday. I remember 1776. That was a bigger deal. And most civilizations only last 250 years. Are we done yet? It feels like it, baby. It feels like it. Common sense left the building, so it feels like it. 1776 says, law, at least I'm not stuck in the garage at the moment. Wait, where am I? You might be in a box in there. You don't know. Pud says, your garage is like a bat cave, and look at you embracing the garage. Oh, she loves that garage. Don't get her wrong. She loves that garage. It's all organized. It's all nice. I mean, we thought we were all special with the carpet and the tables and the chairs and the refrigerators and everything in our garage. Mine in the original's garage. Heidel's got hers all set up. Excuse me. The 1776 is not carnivorous, Puddletown. It's tiny. Cavernous. It's not cavernous. I said carnivorous. I'm over here eating bacon. It's not cavernous, Puds. It's tiny. And Pud says, I mean, all the high tech and all those pink tools. The 1776 is laughing and saying, Shinny, well, I might eat meat, but not that kind. Pud says, Phrasen, Heidel. Phrasen. Pud says, Bobby's going to clip that. And then Bobby says, "Oh, it's cavernous, all right. It's cavernous, all right." 1776 says, "How would you know, Bobby? How would you know?" 1776 says, "Puds, it's been a phrasing kind of a day. Look, these streams apparently end up being that way anyway, so who knows?" And Bobby says, "Because your garage points out towards the street, Heidel. That's why. That's how I know." Pud says, "Heidel is tiny. Everything is cavernous." 1776 says, "That door stays shut, Bobby." 1776 laughs at Puds. Pud says, "So is that a front door or a back door?" 1776 says, "Back door is exit only, Puds." She was on that answer. Pud says, "Good thing, because you'd look like a shish kebab." 1776 is like, "Gross." And Pud says, "Yeah, I need to stop typing." Sen says, "I'll be back." And then 1776 says, "Lol, you're fine." And then she tells Sen, "Okay, Sen, we'll see you later." Should I'm going to have to, in a few, not very much longer, after I'm done eating my pizza, I'm going to either have to turn off the stream or leave it running, but I'm thinking I'm going to turn it off. It doesn't have to keep going. So I think I'm going to, and the outro has changed, by the way, folks. So between the rain and the outro, those are the two reasons I really started today. "1776 agrees with me about turning it off." Pud says, "It's okay, Shinny. We can see you later." That's exactly it. I know that y'all, hang out and chat and chat more than not. But we're doing that tonight anyway. So let's get stuff done today. Exactly. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I again have to clean the house. When I went in to get coffee and decided to give myself food, I realized I need to make my oil, and I want to make another batch of moisturizer, and I have something else in there that I'm supposed to make. I've got to make some beans and some hamburger buns, and I'm afraid those are not going to get done because I'm eating pizza right now. So those might wait until tomorrow, which is still perfect because they're going to be ate tomorrow. That makes sense. And I have to go get some dog feed and my meds. I'm not going to the grocery store. I'm not. 1776 says yeps, and then says to Pud says heart, and then 1776 getting ready for the end of the stream is putting up. See you on the flip side later, bugs. So with that, why don't I just go get ready to end the stream, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just play the outro, and then I'll see y'all later. Pud says, runs out of room and screams, "Hello, world!" There you go. Exactly. Do what Pud said. Run out of the room, arms flapping like an orangutan, up in the air, okay? And just scream to the world, "Hello, world!" So yeah, do it. 1776 even thought it was funny. So just do it. Okay. I love everybody. I'll see y'all later. Huggers, buggers. We're going to play the outro now. Enjoy it.
It's been a bright and comfy morning. We had coffee and relaxing time again. It was adorning in multiple ways. We got on with our day. There were hummingbirds at the feeders, cast shadows on the ground. Celestial Nova lived her life to the fullest, chased the shadows around. We thought her crazy and that she lost it. Then we realized she lives it freely. Ditto dog did his dog thing. He watched over woman and sister wife. He's a good dog, 'cause he's got a good good life. Thank you for watching.